Hi there, fellow St. Paulites. With our Minnesota weather getting colder, you may be looking indoors for your entertainment options, like here at the St. Paul Public Library. The St. Paul Public Library system has tons of great events, programs, and classes for all ages. You may think library programs are all puppet shows and story times, but there's so much more. Not that there's anything wrong with those things.
Gorilla and Lion, we have a special friend for Storytime, and
I'm downtown at the Central Branch to find out about some of the more unusual offerings in library events. Here's my friend Andrea.
Hey Nick.
Andrea McKinnon works behind the scenes publicizing all the great stuff happening here at the library. So Andrea, tell me about library programs in general and how folks can find out more.
We have a lot of fun and free programs at the library. You can find out about them in our program guide, which you can pick up at any library, or online at sppl.org. Go to events and classes and then calendar, and there's a lot on there. You can search by event type, age, or location. Do you know we have 14 different locations?
Wow.
Yeah, and there's a lot of programs on the calendar.
Andrea, give me some of your picks for unusual library events.
Ooh, that's tough. There's a lot of good ones. We just finished our steampunk series, and that included an interactive murder mystery, tiny top hat making and other steampunk crafts, and a steampunk band playing here at Central Library. We bring bands here a lot, and they're some of our biggest attractions. We're in the middle of our Gypsy Fest right now. That's flamenco jazz, performances, music, and dance. And coming up in February, we have Black History Month programs.
So does the library do all of this by themselves?
Well, a lot of what I'm talking about was made possible by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund, which was set aside by the Legacy Amendment. And also we have some terrific partnerships. For example, we work with Pioneer Press to host workshops on genealogy, on digital photo editing, and coming up on social media. We work with the Science Museum a lot, they're great. An example of that is our Teen Tech Crew. Teen Tech Crew is a group of teens that were trained at the Science Museum to teach other teens about technology. And they come to 3 different libraries once a month and teach really cool workshops on solar-powered robots to building giant structures, fun stuff. We have McNally Smith. We've worked with them to have hip-hop workshops for teens. And then there's also this awesome sound art duo, Beatrix JAR, and they do workshops teaching teens how to make musical instruments out of old kids' toys. Really neat.
I love electronic music, so that sounds like something I've got to check out.
Nick, it happens tonight at the North End Teen Zone. I think you can make it.
Thanks, Andrea. The North End Teen Zone is part of St. Paul Parks and Recreation's Rice Rec Center, just down the block from the Rice Street Library. Parks and libraries often share facilities to make best use of limited resources. Well, here we are at the Teen Zone, and electronic music duo Beatrix JAR is setting up for their circuit bending workshop. Let's see if we can get a minute of their time. Hey guys.
Oh, hi Nick.
So what is Beatrix JAR?
Well, Beatrix JAR consists of my partner Bianca, she's Beatrix, and I'm Jacob Aaron Roske, I'm JAR. Now we are a conceptual sound art duo who go across the country, you know, teaching the good word of DIY electronics, sound art collage, and, you know, creativity across the land.
Why do you do these workshops?
Everyone encounters toys as they're growing up and stuff, and the companies mass produce these toys, so it's kind of a cool way for us to recycle things that have been overly manufactured and turn them into new musical instruments.
These toys are all things that we grew up with, so there's a certain nostalgia and a certain sonic quality that we really enjoy. And we also enjoy releasing all these hidden organic sounds that the manufacturer had never intended for you to find, but are hiding out inside the little electronic city that lives in each of these states of the toys and the machines. So
talk about working with kids and teens.
Well, I think you could probably tell we're big kids ourselves, you know, because we have all these toys and we're making toys. So it's really, I think working with the kids and teens is really fun. I think it's, like I always think back to being a teen myself and how I learned about music. And I think what we do as a sound art duo is we open the door to like non-traditional music and non-traditional ways of making music.
Well, that sounds like fun. Thanks, guys.
Oh, thanks so much, Nick.
Well, like Andrea said earlier, the library has all sorts of programs for all sorts of interests, including circuit bending. For the whole list of events, go to sppl.org.